Hi, welcome to HeKate's Crossing. I'm Paula, by the way, for those that don't know. Now, what I want to do is I want to look a little bit deeper into my sort of Halloween, Samhain type of decks that I've got. Now, for you guys, I know your Samhain or your Halloween is end of October, beginning of November, so October 31st, November the 1st. For us, it is April and May the 1st. So a little bit different, I know, as we go into our fall and our winter days. So it really made me think about what decks do I have in that sort of area. Now, originally my tarot decks was the Supernatural. That was my first sort of Halloween-y type deck I thought of. Okay, which I absolutely adore. I actually got 2 sets of this. I did sort of edge it slightly in a sort of a goldy tone, which is quite cool. And so I absolutely adore. I watched all 15 seasons of Supernatural. It's the only deck that I actually have a backup copy of. And I've just shuffled half the deck one way and half the deck the other way. So, oh my God, what have I done? Oh, terrible. Okay, so let me just take a minute to just put all these cards in the right way. That's what happens when you're mucking around and doing a sort of a teaching or an exploration video, should I say, as I'm exploring the sort of the characters of the cards, which we'll have to fix up again. But anyway, so absolutely adore Supernatural Tarot. That's what I sort of got as my Halloween type deck. Okay, now to go with the Supernatural Tarot, I actually got I actually have the Fallen Angel, which I thought was kind of cool in that respect. So let me just pull out Nigel Suckling's. This is the Fallen Angel by Nigel Suckling. Okay, now this is a second, well, this is it again. It's my second time I've had this. Now again, edge the deck in sort of a greeny browny shades there. You can see the different shades there. So I got that, and so yeah, I think they sort of energy wise, the Fallen Angels with Supernatural sort of seem to go quite well in that respect. Now also the Samhain Oracle, which works really well for me. Again, it's got the red edges, so it ties in that reddish aspect of it. So it's sort of with the Fallen Angel type colouring as well. I don't know, it just seems to, but the red sort of ties it in really well. So I love that combination of decks. Now that light, now I wonder if that's coming in because I've decided to pull the light. No, it doesn't make any difference. Oh, that's because that was open. Do with it. Not really, but maybe. Oh, okay. So deck so far we have the Supernatural Tarot with the Fallen Angel, the Samhain Oracle, okay, from Seasons of the Witch. Now I wouldn't use any other of the seasons with those type of decks. I think that's the only sort of season so far that sort of goes with it that we've got. I wouldn't use Yule, and I certainly wouldn't use Beltane. Okay, so let me put these away. I just want to put them away so we just sort of the boxes, so we've got a bit of room to move. Okay, now where, oh, there it is. Okay, so I'm just keeping an eye on the time because I've got an appointment at some stage. Right, so we've got the Supernatural Tarot, the Fallen Angel, and the Samhain Oracle to sort of start with. Now, I did also for tarot decks, I've got the Occult Tarot by Travis McHenry, which I think works really, really well with the Supernatural Tarot, the Samhain Oracle, and the Fallen Angels in another way. I think they work really, really well. So I just want to include that there as well. I think it sort of gives it that sort of that vibe, that energy, that vibration in some way. Right, so that's that one as well. Now, it's interesting because I was given this tarot deck. Now, it's a Rider-Waite-Smith, I know, but it's sort of an antique-y sort of darker vibe. And I think it goes really, really well as an alternative to this sort of energy and vibration. I don't know why, I just love it for that sort of deeper, darker energy and vibration. I think it looks really, really cool. Okay, so we're going to include that as well. Now, I also got the Labyrinth Tarot. Again, it's got that colour, that vibe, that story, that fairy tale storyline. I know it's sort of cutesy in some way, but it does sort of give you that sort of, that vibe. I think, that Halloween-y type vibe. I think that looks really, really cool. Now, it is a pip deck, of course, but I love it. So let's just sort of leave it with the Chariot card there. So we've got the Labyrinth Tarot as well. Okay, so we've got the Supernatural Tarot, the Rider Tarot deck. Now, this was an indie deck, okay, for this one here. It's that antique-y, darky type feel to it. Then you've got the Occult Tarot by Travis McHenry with the demons, and then you've got the Labyrinth Tarot, okay. So I think that's pretty cool. And then Oracle, you've got the Samhain Oracle and the Fallen Angel. I think they work really, really well together. Now, I did think of, I also got Santa Muerte Tarot and Oracle deck. Now, they're not really Samhain or Halloween. It's more of Day of the Dead, of course. But again, it gives me that sort of celebrating, that sort of autumny, wintry type feel to it. It has sort of gives me that sort of feel to, oh, sorry, I thought the deck, the thing was in there. So, let me just pop this on top. So, that's the Santa Muerte Tarot and the Santa Muerte Oracle. Sort of gives me that sort of harvesty type feel to it. So, it does gives me that sort of fall and autumn type, and then some of the cards and things sort of give me that sort of energy. So I think they work really, really well in that Sabbath season-y type thing. Okay, now the last thing that I got, which I want to sort of work with in this energy. Now I want to pull out the other decks that I've got here. Let me just put these to one side, these tarot decks, because I sort of thought that, oops, put these all away. Now, I didn't know whether it was more, I think it was more supernatural, and then I've got Labyrinth, right? So I want to pull out the Embroidered Graveyard Oracle. Which I think is a really cool alternative deck to the sort of, I think it could go with any of these tarot decks that I've got here in regards to oops, let me pull this along. So any of these tarot decks as such, right? Right, so we've got any of these tarot decks, and even Santa Muerte, I think it goes quite well with that as well as an alternative. It's quite interesting, really, when you look at it like that. So it really, there's a lot of mixing and matching that you can do with these decks, these combining these tarot and oracle. And you can use them in any way you want. There's no restrictions to it. It's about finding what works for you. Yeah, I really think there's that combination of decks that really, really work well together energy-wise. So here's my thoughts. I think I can combine any of these tarot and oracle decks in any way that I feel drawn to. I mean, you don't have to do them with this sort of combination. I mean, you could do them with the, this works really well with the Angel Tarot in this by Travis McHenry as well. So I think that works really, really well as well. So yeah, some ideas and thoughts into decks that you can combine, create. You know, you could use an angel oracle with the fallen angel oracle. So definitely combining some of the decks, as well as the Frida Kaula, Frida decks. Those are really cool with that as well, with Santa Muerte. It just sort of gives you that sort of energy, that vibration, that vibe. Gives you sort of the lightness with the dark sort of energy. So you can definitely mix and match many of these different decks in this way. Anyway, so that's it from me. Just wanted to sort of show you my collection here, just to have a little bit of a look-see to see what sort of goes together in some way. So I'm going to have fun sort of diving into these, having a little bit of a thing for winter, definitely into all my autumn, my winter, my Samhain type energy. Definitely going to explore this a little bit further. So that's it from me. Don't forget to check the links down below. Check the links on my channel. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you know when the next video will be uploaded. Take care. Blessed be.